do my morning routine. So my morning routine includes, but it's not limited to, first thing in the morning after waking up, get out of bed, go to the kitchen and have some vitamin C water. And then make some coffee on the fats in the fridge. Here's my vitamin C water concentrate. So, right after waking up, get out of bed, and go get some vitamin C water. So the first hour after waking up, I like to get some vitamin C water. And coffee. And today I made a new cup of coffee after waking up. So that's part of my morning routine. My morning routine is first thing in the morning after I get out of bed, I want to get some vitamin C water. And usually I have a bottle of vitamin C water concentrate in the fridge. So I make vitamin C water concentrate. I was live the other day buying the vitamin C in the supermarket. This is Santa Maria brand ascorbic acid. It comes in 37-gram bags. Normally, I buy the vitamin C on Amazon. So this is a half a kilo, 500-gram bag of vitamin C powder, aka ascorbic acid. I have Amazon Prime, and it's like $7 or something per month for Amazon Prime. And I can't be worth it for the whatever day, if it's $7 or $6 or $7, whatever, if it's less than $10. I can order stuff without paying little shipping fees, which means I can order 10 things in a month and then I don't have to pay shipping. So I buy vitamin C powder in bulk on Amazon, and this is the brand I've been buying. I looked at my order history. Sapporo, Kuro is what this is called, and I had bought, was it 27 or 18? It was more than 10 kilo bags of this. This past month I bought a half a kilo bag of vitamin C powder. So basically, how I make those vitamin C, how I take my vitamin C's, I buy vitamin C powder in bulk on Amazon, a kilo bag or half a kilo, and then I just mix it in the morning and use it as a concentrate. Keep diluting it. So yesterday I poured in a whole bag of these 37-gram ascorbic acid, 37-gram bags in here, and I've been drinking and diluting it in a sense. So basically, how I make the vitamin C water, I have this 1 liter glass bottle, pour vitamin C powder, and yesterday I made a fresh liter, so I poured in 77 grams of this centimede ascorbic acid into it, fill that with water, and I've been drinking a little bit, add more water, a little bit later drink a little bit more, add more water, which means I use like a concentrate, where I dilute it all the time. And normally the vitamin C powder that I buy is from Amazon. I buy kilo bags, half kilo bags. After about the other day, I went downtown to the grocery store, supermarket the other day, and bought, was it 5 or 6 or 7? More than 5, less than 10. Okay. Vitamin C powder bags, 37-gram bags, and 37 grams vitamin C powder, aka ascorbic acid per bag. So my morning routines include, but not limited to, first thing in the morning I get a liter, I get vitamin C and coffee. So that's the first thing in the morning. Get some vitamin C and coffee. Then there's the grand post wake up also supplements. I do omega fast, which means I eat on 1 time per day. And that's most days. On a rare occasion, I eat 2 days. So I don't eat breakfast. I don't eat in the lunchtime. I don't eat in the afternoon. Typically, I have my omega meal, my 1 meal per day, towards the end of the day. I still take a big dose of supplements after waking up for my routine. So my morning routine, first in the morning, get some vitamin C and coffee. And then typically within 4 hours after waking up, I take my grand post-wake-up dose of supplements, which means a big dose of supplements. And that dose typically includes magnesium, vitamin D3, K2, ashwagandha, L-theanine, niacinamide, aka vitamin B3, a B complex tablets, omega-3 fish oil, and so we talk about vitamins, it's going to be my disclaimer. So nothing I've said is licensed to be taken as medical advice information. Talk with doctor or licensed physician before making any changes to diet, lifestyle, supplementation, and medication. This content is not intended to replace the care of licensed physician. I don't like these disclaimers, but it's just... One better had the disclaimers. We'll talk about health fitness, which is something I like. But around when I go live on my laptop, which you can tell there's a difference. This angle is, what is it? 916. It's narrow. When I go live, it's wide. I'm on my laptop, most likely. I can also go live like this on my phone. And when starting the stream, you can choose to go live horisontal mode. But I think. So, morning routine, get my vitamin C, coffee. And then within 4 hours, I like to get my grand post, wake up or something. So I don't eat breakfast. It's a normal fasting only 1 time per day. I don't eat breakfast. But I have a big dose of supplements at the start of the day. Then it will be less grand today. A lot less grand, the grand post-workout dose of supplements. Why? Because I've been running out. Ran out of some supplements and running low on it. And I might go wondering what my walks really weak. I had my first kick stream less than a month ago. I might get to figure out how to stream or kick on my phone. Watch it. Then the first kick stream was just figuring out how to run the stream on my laptop. is the weather. It was raining yesterday. I don't know if it was raining tonight. Possible. It's 10:46 in the morning, June 16th, 2026. varmisi megadoser. Har megados varmisi så där varmisi bara. Make more varmisi water. Varmisi water concentrate. So that's my filter pot. The filters my water. This is varmisi water. So yesterday I poured in 37 grams of vitamin C powder in here. Filled up with water. And how my vitamin C megadoser works is I drink some like this, fill it up. Let's say I just poured in 37 grams of that. Fill it up to the top. Have a little bit of vitamin C water. It's some space now, pour more water, which means I'm diluting it. Put it back in the fridge. Maybe 30 minutes later, I'll go back to the kitchen, have another sip. Creates more space, add some more water. And it's a concentrate. Personally, I get around 30-60 grams in 24 hours. But wow. But that's not a recommendation. And if I'm not talking about health fit stuff, then you should something like the beauty screen. There's nothing I just think that people hear me talk about my supplementing is going to kill people. It's just taking self-medical misinformation strikes. So nothing I've said in this slide is to take some medical information. It's purely my personal belief and opinion. Talk to the doctor for making changes to diet, lifestyle, supplementation, and medication. This content is not intended to replace the care of a licensed physician. Okay, let's go to my wife. It's my supplement box. And there's a lot of supplements in it than usual. I made a sheet. So I'm on supplement mega also. And a lot of times around the 19th, that's when I get my disability paycheck. So it could be the 20th or the 18th, 19th, but around the 19th. Okay. For the autism. Okay. So a lot of times around this time of month. What was it today? Verify. 16th. Yeah, it's the 16th today. A lot of times this time, around this time of month, I ran out of some supplements and ran low on others. Ran out on some, ran low on others. And I'm looking forward to making a bulk order supplements. A lot of people with autism are on big pharma drugs for anxiety, for this, that. And I don't take any big pharma drugs. Meaning I'm not on antidepressants or calming. I'm not on anything. But I do take supplements. So I made a stream about this the other day. You can search my channel. If you're on a computer, you can search my channel. Go to my channel, click the search icon, and you search power of supplements. And I made a video about supplements. So I'm looking forward to making a bulk order of supplements on these days. I also thought about this the other day. Kind of talked to myself about that I need to adjust and can I get better at making the supplements last the whole month. The magnesium that I buy, which is a magnesium combo, multi-magnesium. It's a magnesium supplement that has, 6 forms of magnesium in it. So I call it magnesium combo because it combines 7 forms of magnesium. And I call supplements that have only one thing, standalone. The vitamin B3, the niacinamide that I call it standalone. So niacinamide, there's a few amount of niacinamide, vitamin B3 in the B complex tablets that I take daily. And that's a common ingredient in B complex tablets, like a small amount of niacinamide. Let's check how much actually. This one. 48 milligrams of niacinamide per tablet. And the niacinamide capsules that I buy contain 500 milligrams, that's half a gram of niacinamide per capsule. So, anyways, the point. There's optimal amounts or near optimal and suboptimal. So, for economical reasons, budget reasons, I need to kind of adjust it a little bit more. So, the magnesium combo supplement I buy has 90 capsules per bottle. And if I take 1 in the morning and 2 at night, that will last me a month. Okay. 3, 6, 9. So that's 30 days of 3 capsules per day. Now, how it's been is I got all the magnesium and I take 4 or 5 or even 6 of those in a day. So, I need to adjust a little bit. So, when I start running low on supplements, I start rationing them because I'd rather take a little bit of magnesium every day than like the level that the optimal level every day and then run out and not have any niacinamide, any magnesium for a whole week. So when I get the magnesium, I might want to take 4 or 5 or even 6 of those capsules in a day. But if I do for a week, then it might be a week of not having any medicine, so any magnesium. So next month, after when I get the magnesium, before I might go to 3 a day. 3 a day, rather than some days with 4, and then have like a week of no magnesium. So a lot of times when I start running wrong, something I start rationing. I might even see if I buy 2 bottles of magnesium this month, rather than 1. I also been thinking about buying the nebulizer, the old one that I have. I'm not even sure if it's working, so I might want to buy a nebulizer. And another thing I've been thinking about is some hydroperoxide, 3%. It's been a while since I bought that. So I like to have nebulizer at home, and I like to have hydroperoxide at home. Store in the fridge. The hydroperoxide and nebulizer keep it fresh. That's why I see my bleach blonde hair, because I have bleach blonde hair. Okay, that's why it's not so bright. Okay, I'm not this blonde naturally. Okay, that's it. That is a just joke a little bit. So anyway, it's a point. Yeah. So one of my non-negotiable supplements that I'm not willing to budget. So this like budgeting was like some months like I need to buy a new thing. Okay, it's like I need to buy, and I decide that's like I'm going to buy Colorosip, let's say, which is another thing that I buy this month, and I also want to buy or need to buy a new pair of pants or something like this. So if there's a month of this like an expense, it's like I need to buy this, and it's like, let's say it's $50 spent or something that I normally don't buy, and I might have to cut down on something else. It's like, well, no, normally I like to take creatine and glutamine amino acids every day, but a bag of creatine is around $30, and a can of glutamine is about $20. So since I want to buy a pair of jeans for $50 this month, I'll skip the creatine and glutamine. Okay. So non-negotiables, meaning things that no matter what, I'm not gonna not buy them. Okay, like budgeting. There's certain things are non-negotiables. So I'm going to take vitamin D3, magnesium, D3 with K2, magnesium, vitamin C, and rank ordering vitamin C. Okay, daily. I'm not willing to skip taking vitamin C. The only time I don't take vitamin C is if I ran out of it, okay, and I'm ready to get some more. So yeah, vitamin C, D3, K2, magnesium, and I also say at least one more supplement, which I might call a calming supplement, to keep you from start getting, so it's like too much anxiety and stress and stuff. Niacinamide and or ashwagandha and or L-theanine. So I'm big on supplements, and a lot of people are big not on supplements. They're fat, and they're big on sugar. Okay, they're big on carbohydrates and sugar, and they're not big on supplements, but they're big, meaning fat, and they're big on sugar and eating, and they're not as big as I am on supplementation. Yeah. So I'm gonna start the rumble stream here. My wife is a crochet artist. She bought me a machine before, and then she's making crochet. She makes crochet. And I have to say good morning to her. She was born on the making crochets. Then I sent her in tomorrow with my YouTube show and said it because I'm by YouTube as well. Jag vet bara. I'm gonna shoot it into get a new trash talker. And it's usually if you just join me as a guest to send the link, it's running at my time. For different time zones. Also he has work, so. Edward told me that there's he's been a guest, so honestly podcast where I had Edward, the manager, an invite me to. He's been featuring as a guest in several live streams over the years. He's a very good podcast guest, okay. And you can search if you want to find my podcast on YouTube. Has an owner made a playlist for me, Mike's SAHA podcast, and it adds episodes to it. So I guess the algorithm figures out somehow which live streams I make on podcast. Okay, now there might be things that is out live streams in there that count as a podcast. So if you want to watch my podcast episodes with guests, you can either go check the playlist on my channel, the Mike SAHA podcast. So there should be like a tab on my homepage that says podcast, okay? Or you can search podcast, because if it's like I count this a podcast, okay, then I put podcast in the title, okay, and or in the hashtags. So you can search my channel for podcast, and if you look to find the ones that have guests, okay, and there's a / in between guest and Esther, because sometimes there's a single guest, sometimes it's plural. Most of the time it's single. So you can search my channel now, okay, not just on YouTube, okay, podcast, because it's very unlikely the mic was right there. But if you go to my channel on a computer, so there's certain things right now. If I go to the person's channel and I want to be like, what? I know this guy has a video on something, and there's nothing. I can't search it on my phone to get the YouTube channel. But if I go to my laptop and go to the channel, now it has a search bar where I can search that YouTube channel. If it's like, Greg Deschette had a video on Hamza, and he said something about the DEXA scan in that one. I can go to his channel, go Hamza, and then it shows the different videos on his channel with Hamza, and it said which one is the one I was talking about the DEXA scan. And I found it. Now, the way Greg was saying is scalp testosterone, I mean scalp testosterone, okay. And I'm not joking. I gave him a fair shake, meaning I'm not a person who just makes negative, like Greg said sucks just because I think they're making more views on the video if I said it sucks. So let's just pick that as my opinion for my title. He sucks, okay? Because it's I think he gets more clicks. No, if it's negative, it's because I don't mad at the guy, and I'm looking for something that he sucks at on his YouTube channel, okay? Or there's a need to say that. So yeah, he's part of the problem. He sells skin test. But my point is this: I do stand by what I said. I count the testosterone as scale testosterone, okay? Because it is how much he's overhyping, okay? Where it's like he's got a supplement. You look at how much it costs. You look at what how he markets it, and then like return of investment. And I kind of see scam, okay? And that's what I call the scam testosterone. Now, to be fair one, I went to his website and I found supplements only with there that I don't call scams, okay? He's got ashwagandha on his HLT or whatever his website is. Every one of his videos is an advertisement anyway, so if you're looking to know where his website is, it's going to be on camera or links in the description, okay? But when I looked, they did a little bit of research and I checked out his supplement store. He does carry ashwagandha and NAC, okay, which are legit supplements. And I don't call those scams because they're legit supplements. Then you have to look at, like, is he overcharging you and like selling 3 times more expensive than like the average supplement stores or what it is. Then there's another point of criticism now. But NAC and SGS16 is a legit supplement that I've been taking for years. And it's one of these things where I've been budgeting and it's like, I need to get my magnesium, vitamin C, D3K2, vitamin D3 a month, ashwagandha and or amphetamine. It's like non-negotiables daily. But it's like I'm gonna buy this month, so I'm gonna have to cut expenses. You understand? So like, it's not that the supplements I take to see my grand post-weight supplement, for example. That's like the optimal. There is like, what is the best amount for me of all these things, and that's what I'm taking. No, it's adjusted to my budget, okay, my financial level. Personally, I would take 3 to 12 liposomal vitamin C searches per day if I could afford it. Okay, do you understand? Then it's been a while since I bought liposomal vitamin C. And the one that I bought, that's how I bought is Alton CD on that liposomal. But that's what I call the real snake oil. Okay. That's what I call it. Okay. If you hear me talk about fake snake oil, what I call the real snake oil is the Alton CD liposomal. That's the real snake oil. That's the real deal, understand? And be real fake snake oils for the market. I'm not selling supplements, okay? We're gonna do another disclaimer. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's pull up my graphic. Warning, graphic content coming up. I gotta put graphic as an overlay here, disclaimer on it. That's a graphic content. So, I've got my disclaimer here. So, we talk about health fitness. Okay, here we go. Short medical disclaimer. This content is for educational purposes only and does not replace professional medical advice. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional. So professional medical advice would be a person's got to go, okay. I'm talking about health fitness and share my opinion on it, but I don't see me wearing a white collar stethoscope around my neck and being paid to do it, which means it's not professional. So a lot of times, like professional means somebody has a job to do something. And an amateur, you could say somebody's not being paid or something like this. Because like, it's non-professional. So even if I talk about health fitness topics, I'm not a professional. Okay. Nobody's paying me to do it. That's like it's compensated the donation. Hey, Mike, I had allergies. I'm watching videos. I thought, but you have my allergies. Listen to the video, right? And I want to send a donation. Does that mean I'm a professional because somebody paid me? They send me like a $3 donation or $96,000. Yes. Okay. I can feel this that there's potential here. So keep making good health and life, especially eventually. So maybe Bill Gates has a child, like a daughter or something, who gets asthma. And then Bill Gates finds my YouTube channel. And he finds a video about me talking about putting asthma attacks. And then he takes the advice. And let's say, it's like Wow, my Charles was great to this guy provided service support for free. People had to buy my Windows CDs in the 90s, like 95. This guy provided a more valuable product than what I've been doing for free. I'd like to send him $96 million, understand? I wouldn't say no to it. Okay, so yeah, so it's like, his point. I'm being facetious, but it's like, yeah, it's like, technically, it's like what I do, this I deserve to be paid for it, but due to my circumstances, I'm not holding off on teaching health, fitness, opinions, and everything else I'm doing until somebody's paid. Okay. But I'm producing the content. You know, I like producing the content. So, where's I go with this? Yeah, so I told this thing, let's show the disclaimer. Okay. Heck, I might even get to like the first minutes of my stream. It might be good if I'm gonna pick like a habit, how to do my streams. It might be better. It's like every stream I'm about to go live. I start my live stream by doing the disclaimer. So in case I end up in martial arts training, that's like risky. I already did the stunt disclaimer. See, I could do it like that. It was like at the start of every stream, I show the stunt disclaimer and the medical disclaimer. And might be less of a need to do them kind of disclaimer breaks in the middle of my content. So other people have ad reads, and I have disclaimer reads. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna start. Metal Gear Solid here. I'm close to 200,000. Well, last time I was live, I was close to 200,000 Harrison points. Now I started developing a nuke. Metal Gear Solid is a dynamic where you can build nukes. And you can also steal other players' nukes on their bases. So it's like online gameplay. And I started to nuke that way, and I think you lose 50,000 Harrison points. Possibly not 50k Harrison point deduction for building a nuke. Playtime 1,021 hours. Yeah, so I'm not advertising the parts. If I talk about this brand of vitamin C, nobody's paying me to do that. I'm just being honest about okay, talk about vitamin C, what I'm taking, and here's what I buy, okay. So, started the game here. I'm gonna start screen share. There you go. Let's see if it becomes better. It's processing. How much was it to purchase me for the? I think it was 500. 500 MB coins. Check. Not purchase orders. Yeah, the cheapest is 500. So I can buy another FOB full open base for 500 MB coins. It's the cheapest. And then you have one of the Indian Ocean for 600. East of the Hawaiian Islands, 550. Mid-Atlantic Route, 600. So I'm likely to buy the cheaper one of these North Pacific, South Pacific, North Atlantic, under 500 MB coins. Now, we'll cross the bridge if you want to get there because I'm at 485 MB coins. And the MB coins is like an in-game currency. So a lot of video games, especially modern ones, will have they like incentivize spending more money and send it to the devs after all the buying the game. If there's like DLC add-ons or it's like things like kind of like CGS skins and things like that, where you can. So for example, so just slowed over time I get some MB coins. And eventually I'll be able to buy the full operating base. I have 405 MB coins. I need 500 to buy any FOB to kind of upgrade my base, okay? And it might take a month or so before being able to do that, like if I keep playing and everything else. Now, if I would go and like buy, you can buy with a credit card, 100 MB coins, and I can do it like that. So I haven't spent any money like that. When I bought the game, it came with a lot of MB coins, quite a lot of them, and spent a lot of money on developing stuff. So combat deployment. These are missions you can do that you don't play yourself, but you send your combat unit soldiers to do them. And these missions will actually change. So when I'm playing the game and I'm in Afghanistan, running around with Africa, there's different places in there. This determines the gameplay. So I can take missions to destroy any storage sheds in the area, try to supply flashlights in the soldiers. For example, if I do this mission and then spawn in on the map at night, enemy soldiers won't have flashlights, which can make it easier. Riot suits, shields. There you go. Listen to trees and tables. Yeah, so I change my shoes from these to these. I'm gonna put in my phone cushions. these are made from Ibuprofen. Here we go. Yes, I look forward to be able to make another bulk order of supplements within a week. Magnesium. These are good. Nice in the pipe. That's for more. Yeah, so to finish up the form where it said, I don't recommend buying his skin tester, which is what I taught his tester. You're better off, as far as I'm concerned, buying other supplements on his website. So if you want to order supplements from Greg the Chef, he has other supplements on his website that have a better return on investment, like a more return on investment. Like ashwagandha. I saw his Delta. He's got like a supplement that's sleep, Delta sleep something. Okay. And I looked at the ingredients, this legit ingredients. It looks, yeah, this looks like it actually it's marketed to help people with sleep. And look at the ingredients. I don't see like, oh, it's scam. Okay. He's got like 3 milligrams of SAHA in it. And it's like 12 milligrams of magnesium. And it's like, well, and do you understand? Because somebody called like this pretty puny amount of this. And it could be like studies that's like magnesium help. Okay, it's like some study on PubMed. You might be able to find one where it's like magnesium helps. It's like a trial like help. Okay, do you understand? Like sleep. And it could be like, yeah, there's at least one study showing that magnesium can help people to have an easy time falling asleep or something like this. Let's say, imagine if you will. And then it's like there's another one that is like either it's claimed or there are studies back out there. It's like L-theanine can help people calm down and basically can have at least somewhat of a calming effect. And basically, if something helps calm you down, that's conducive to helping you initiate and maintain a sleep state. Okay, which means if you're stressed and you can't relax, it's like your body needs to relax before falling asleep. So if you're not relaxed, you're not falling asleep, okay? Which means simply natural things, like, I don't know, drinking chamomile tea or something like this, if it helps you relax you a little bit, that can help you at least a little bit with falling asleep, okay? Make you a little bit more likely you'll be able to fall asleep. So what I'm saying is, let's say there's like a study I can pull up, certain magnesium helps people fall asleep, okay? And L-theanine can help people fall asleep. And then personally, I take like 600 milligrams of magnesium after my omelet meal, which I have not long before going to sleep. And then I go check, let's say, Greg's website, and it's got like this is a sleep supplement, something like this, okay, Delta sleep, something like this. And I check it, it has like 20 milligrams of methionine and like 15 milligrams of magnesium in it. And we're okay. So then it looks scammy, see. It's like putting an ingredient that people know can help them. Like this commonly believed, they say, yeah, magnesium, I heard that can help you relax and fall asleep, and L-theanine can help you calm down too. So it's like check the box of like it's got L-theanine and magnesium, and then if it's charging like $60 a can or something like this, now I wouldn't be telling you that. I wouldn't. Do you understand? I'd be like, stay away from his website. I looked at it, it's all scary. But he does have some supplements, without looking at the price now. Okay, that are legit. That have. It's like it has amounts of things. Okay, like his. Okay, so my point is this. If you want to order stuff from Regular Set's website, I recommend don't fall for the temptation when it's pushing his scam testosterone on you. And if you want to order supplements from Regular Set, there's other supplements he carries on his website, like ashwagandha and NEC, okay, which are supplements that I've been taking myself for years. And I don't have money to waste on supplements that don't do anything for me. Okay, so I have been buying them from Regular Set, but other places. And once again, I refer to my disclaimer. I'm not a doctor, okay? When I talk about supplements and health fitness, and I think people can order and take this supplement, I'm not a licensed physician, a medical professional. Okay. And my content is not intended to replace the care of a licensed physician. Okay. Talk to a doctor, a licensed medical professional, before making any changes to diet, lifestyle, supplementation, and medication. You got to always like the disclaimers that become general, that memorized in bulk. Okay, it's taking up space for Bible verses. These megabytes of like RAM memory or hard drive space that are used to store these statements could be better used on a few extra Bible verses. That's like man got to do one man. As I was talking my wife Queen yesterday on a video call, there was a spirit that came by. I said, okay. Yes, there's some sparrows that were eating, or at least checking. They might have been tested, like explored. I noticed 2 sparrows, yeah, and I saw one of them. I was peeking like through the blinders, and I could see one of the sparrows kind of biting around those leaves. I don't know if he was eating it or he was kind of like testing, like, is this what the plant that I can eat? Okay. I don't know how much of a bother the sparrows are, but it might be some things where it's like they don't normally see this, and they kind of like taste it and test it, like, is this something a sparrow can eat? Okay. Well, I don't know if the sparrows have been having a party. I'm just surprised. Looks like one of them might have gotten like a plant before. You could see one. And maybe it was a sparrow's birthday. Some people put a little ball, tandbollar. They sell them in the supermarket. And it's like a ball. With food for birds. Yeah, so earlier this stream I talked about my morning routine. So first thing in the morning, I get some vitamin C water, like the first hour, meaning within an hour waking up. Get out of bed, I get to the kitchen, have vitamin C water and coffee. And a lot of times I have coffee and vitamin C water ready in the fridge. Okay. And today I made a cup after working because I didn't have coffee in the fridge. I do have vitamin C water. I'm gonna have some more. I might do the 1 bottle a month this month. I'm not 100% decided yet, but I think I might do 1 bottle per month. I had a full year sober. Which means I committed to and kept a commitment. 1 year, full year sober. In a full year, I've heard Joe Rogan's podcast talk about sober October. When he and his buddies do a sober October, which means they're not drinking alcohol for a whole month. Well, that don't impress me much, so you got it touched. Okay, yes, that's the point. It doesn't impress me a lot, okay? You try a full year sober. Try that, John. Like I said, try a full year. So anyway, I committed to 4 years sober and kept it, which is good. Which means after deciding to have a full year without drinking alcohol, any alcohol at all, I kept that, which means no alcohol, no cheat days. It didn't happen once that I decided, okay, 12 months now, not adult alcohol. It didn't happen once, not a light beer, not a glass of wine, not a half a glass of wine, no nothing, not a sip. And after coming off the 4 years sober, I've been drinking now. And I'm considering going back on 1 bottle a month, meaning as a discipline rule, I can buy 1 bottle of alcohol per month, say, not more. I guess a limit. I'm not 100% committed to that, but I'm considering it. There you are. Hello, babe. Are you still watching now? Still watching, you right again now. We said hi. I'm gonna make coffee now. A lot of times when I'm streaming, I'm not looking at the chat. Okay. But sometimes after not looking at the chat for a while, and end up checking it. You go, oh, this person's in here saying, oh, and it's like a person I would like to say hello to when they can say. Now a lot of the time, it's just kind of like, yeah, it's good I didn't check because there was a lot of people in there. Write negative comments. And sometimes if I look at the comments, it kind of gets it worked out. So they got, these are people who go in. Cut grass and stuff. That's a postal office call. Say good morning to the mailman. That's a Swedish PostNord. There's a mail call. Yeah, that's an electrical machine. It was a gas before. So my wife, that's my wife, said, hi, I'm gonna make coffee now. When a long distance relationship, some people go, they wanna like leave out, well, it's not real life. Because you didn't meet yet or something. Oh, it's a real relationship, we're married. Just like I count Edward the trash talker as my friend and brother, even though we never met. So this is my podcast, I count him as a friend. And this other person who died recently too. I count him as a friend. So me and we married. We got married online. Yeah. I'm gonna make coffee now. We drinks, I think, 1 or 2 cups of coffee today. I drink 3 cups of coffee. I get up to around 1,000 milligrams of caffeine per day person. So 3 cups, which I call super strength coffee. Oh, Wiley. Yeah. So I'm gonna. Yes, if you want to see my podcast with Edward Trash Talker, please go to Trash Talker. Edward. You can watch you can check my channel and search Edward or with guest. And on my podcast, that is a guest. It's been a regular. likes to go my podcast, it says, and I send them email things. I don't mind it down there. I want to tell her that she plays in the mail for these days. There's no photo stuff in it. Wow, this guy has a really powerful bass. And mine has to go leads on it. So, not to make one. If you want to see the gameplay, you can go to my channel homepage, and I'm streaming this. So I have two streams going on. This is the mobile stream on my phone, and then I have a stream on my laptop. And I'm going to invade a player base and tear that. So after I launch the game, all the player might fall off of the base. Have been invaded by another player. Mechanics, so it's also staff for me. But if I can successfully infiltrate this place, now I can get them back. There we go. I just got quite a lot of gear, a lot of stuff. All full. Okay. I go to the middle of the platform. Not be able to have a moment to speak. Circle. I can go with the grenade launcher here on the secondary. Maybe stun on. Left on. Okay. It's June 16th. So let's start. Okay, so the guy is approaching by the approaching. Maybe it's going to become a lot more now because this is like by everything I'm seeing on paper, this is how everything is not going to be easy that. So I said, this is letting go of my base. And then retaliating. And now he's spawning into the famous base. I'm not just fighting advanced AI, but I'm fighting an enemy player. Which makes this a lot more difficult. Cannot be the enemy player. You know, this guy. So that this would have been challenging even if it didn't spawn in, but there's a dynamic where if an enemy player, if I'm in a game, okay, and an enemy player starts raiding my base, I can get notification of alert mission, somebody's invading a full operating base. And I can spawn in and be part of the defense. Now that your base has AI soldiers, you can customize and change and upgrade and customize your defenses. For example, you can switch between lethal and non-lethal weapons. You can have your base guarded by soldiers. There will be AI soldiers that are not on your base, and you can switch the equipment for them, like non-lethal, long-range, mid-range, lethal, and things like this. This was a series of this again. Budget. Sounds like a Polish guy. Budget Foliot. And that's me. I updated my Ember. Customizing. And this is the guy. So he invaded my base. And then I can attempt to install soldiers from my base. He successfully invaded other places and capture soldiers from the state. And then you can retaliate, which means if you can successfully invade his space after you get the options for resources and soldiers, you can leave them back. Okay. So fantastic finish, fantastic now. Okay. New election, okay. And TV take that for weeks. They might be something like that. one. Oh, I shot him out somehow. No, it's not working. Oh, there it is. He got me. He was in the mail. This guy is a skill player. Shot on his shot. It's a place that's played for a long time. And I can tell now how upgraded his base is. Now they can be paid to win with us and guys spend a lot of money. But it's from his base and his tactics and stuff and it's pretty good. This guy's going to be select to lead the ball. I guess we could do that big. Cheating. If you do that, he's cheating. Okay. I'm just surprised it's strong. Oh, surprised this team. Oh, they just kept my base. This I'm not right off the box to speak over this place. I guess you have to speak sometime. So. It's like, it's harder for me to make his base because he's ready to defend it. So it's like when I went back to, I opened up the game and I see your base has been invaded. I destroyed my base. And then I have a chance to take back on his fault by invading his base successfully. And I was doing a good job doing that. You know, I could tell he's got a really high level base. Work back his defenses are really high. He's got a lot of security cams and UV drones. They're like up all the drones and everything that can come in. I was doing a good job picking off his defenses until he's sponsoring, okay. And now he's sponsoring and he's trying to defense. There's AI soldiers that that's going to get too long. But he's spawning there. So now there's another thing too where people can have kind of team up with other players so you can have to defend each other's bases and not have them. So if I play this tonight, when possibly he wants to defend his base. You know. I guess as a tactic I could use the sleeping gas for area that now back in the falling. Have a loadout that's heavy on sleeping gas. Because as I spawn in on a certain place and the enemy player spawns in, okay, and then he has to make it over a breach to get to my what we're missing interface. And I start on top of the platform, and then there's a bridge that has to cross over there. And I was engaging him. He was at the before the bridge, first one I spawned in. So I could have Eric now just have sweeping gas weapons, and then shoot sweeping gas weapons at the start of the bridge, and then keep doing that to keep them from the cross. And then get to the fence. They're on time, so if you invade a base, you have, what is it, less than 20 minutes, I think. And if you don't successfully invade in 20 minutes, you get a mission. It would be great if you could have more orders with the sleeping ones. What's that screenshot? Must be enough function. Sometimes this is a problem with the screenshot. And I think I'm screenshotting the game program as well as rather than playing on the screen here. It wasn't the whole time so far. That's an AI soldier. This is instant replay. So this is when I spawn into his base to retaliate and get back my stuff. And I start by respawning her in the trophy or something. And so this is getting there. They don't fire these types of guns, they fire out all barrels at once, which you might think. Coming to you, it's an option, it's like 6 barrels of water, you don't think you should have all barrels at the same time. It only fires out of 1 barrel at a time, and then it rotates. That has with the barrel cooler. They don't have the water connected. It's air cooled, and then there's less one cent for each barrel, so basically it helps to keep it going. Bang. So I was doing a good job here. That's a UB goal. That is defense. this is, I got the merge mission. These laptops, since I don't get a lot of use of them, this seems to be my laptop. There's a guy who might get blocked, we'll see. Check something. People start leaving comments, sometimes hit the like button if I can tell. Yeah, well, now I got 3 likes on the laptop, so those are guys gonna get blocked because I hate going out on these people start to need to much leaving comments. And if I go to YouTube video, check how many likes I got on this video, it's like 0, like that happens sometimes. Because I don't get them in use on the laptop streams. On this type of streams, I get these views. But when I go live from the studio or stream out to my channel on my laptop, I don't get them many views on it. Now the more views I get, on streams like this, over time I can get more views. On streams like that. But here's the point. Something that people block all the time is if I go live here or there, and then especially it's in the shorter I've been live, the more likely is that nobody will have left out live here, okay? And then it happens that someone comes in the comments, hi, how you doing? Whatever the comments are. So obviously people coming attacking me, they're likely to get blocked, okay, they get blocked. 99% of the time, unless it's the real time that you hit the comment and I cannot climb and then I do, okay. There's a deal with the comments, hey, Marcus, then I cannot work off the comment. Now, people get blocked even if the comments are neutral or positive. Hey, Mike, how you doing? And I see the link left up. Yeah, so one of the things I like about this game, it fits my playing style. Which means I don't do like high production. It's like, okay, I'm gonna do a stream here, so I have to stay. Like, I don't need to make it, keep it entertaining, like stay on camera the whole time talking. So there's no, it's like I play pretty much like I do privately when I do it live. Okay, I'm gonna play some religious solo and I do it live. Okay, which means I might end up playing for 6 hours and start playing, and then I go to the kitchen and go out the washing machine, and I'm keeping the game on. And get back to the computer, play a little bit, go do something else. So one of the things that's good about this game is they have something called a cassette player, which means you can, there's audio that is not copyright, that you can play. Yes, I did have 4 likes over there on the laptop stream. Four likes. I had 4 likes on Shit Studio. And I had 3 likes on the laptop stream and 4 likes on the other one. My martial arts entertainment stream the other day, I had 1,051 views and 21 likes on it. It's pretty good. I guess the haters must be sleeping because we got 21 likes and just one like on the stream. Okay. Yeah. Right. See if we get to or shaded window. Yeah. Don't have to wait until this works. Gonna make some more coffee and see what else. Спасибо. Just 200 milligrams of caffeine per capsule. And 1 cup of coffee. I get up to about something like caffeine. And it's instant condition. Caffeine is a substance you can build a tolerance to, much like nicotine substance. There's so many things we can build a tolerance to. So it's not just about milligram, but there's different factors that determine. It's like a milligram of caffeine, how it affects a person, everything from total blood volume, body size, to tolerance levels, which means if somebody has been drinking 1 cup of coffee per day, and then they would suddenly switch to drinking 20 cups a day, it might have a real effect on them. But someone who's been 1 coffee for years can deal with high amounts of caffeine. I like caffeine. I have autism and most likely with undiagnosed ADHD as well. And the drugs that they prescribe to people with ADHD are stimulant class drugs. And I don't want to do that. So closest I get is coffee, but it's also stimulant. I don't do any drugs. At most I have some whiskey. Whereas the average American is on like 3 big pharma drugs, something like this. It's a pack of commercial cigarettes. If you don't smoke, don't start. Since I showed a tobacco product, disclaimer. It says smoking kills in Swedish. Okay, röken dödar. We'll get another one here. Smoking kills, okay, I see. So, there's almost like a disclaimer. I don't want to make it look like I'm promoting tobacco products in this stream, which I honestly don't. Oh, here we go. Finally stolen. This who did the secret book on it, that's why it's always on. I have another one, the same model, the same working better. Om det var the secret persecution book on Kings, så det var det. Ja, vi tar det förmodligen väck ut det. I speak out about this and need to fight back against TV. Much better keep up. I'm not only the secret persecution book on Kings, stop it from Europe, which is state persecution. That's what the government is talking to, because government is involved. When it couldn't continue, if it wasn't for the government to move in the movement to continue. So gangstalking is real. What is gangstalking? The type of gangstalking part is a secret persecution program, similar to Sursetson. You can find a Wikipedia article on Sursetson. Sursetson was a program that the Stasi had the German government in the 70s and 80s. And gangstalk is similar to Sursetson. I've been part of this gangstalking for many decades. And gangstalk is evil, it's tyrannical. It's oppression, it's a lot of things. All of them are bad. And gangstalking means that people are recruited. But what's a big part of target? How do you get targeted? Stalking, harassment, you get spied on. You get targeted with psychological warfare. There's physical warfare too, it's physical target. Anything from being sprayed with chemicals by cars. They have like spy gadgets in a core device that can spray a chemical on to perhaps have the devices to food poison. There's even the risk that the food that you buy in the store get poisoned. So you do get targeted physically with poisons if you're targeted, you know. I'll be shot by the dark or something similar. And a big part of target is people get recruited to be so-called flying monkeys. So there's different terms you use to describe it. It's like agents, okay? government agents, people are agents of the gang stalking part. You can also refer to them as flying monkeys. People recruited to be flying monkeys. They could have been targeted with covert narcissistic abuse tactics, which is what psychological warfare. What's this? Gang stalking is real, but there's a lot of disinfo online about gang stalking, fake TIs, a lot of disinfo. Maybe it's 1 in 1,000 so-called videos that are real. Most online TIs so-called are fakes. And most fakes engage in one form of crazy talk or another to help cover up gang stalking. And sort of talk about electronic harassment and brain reading machines and ETK and RNA and brain chip implants and microwave radar assaults from satellites and all this stuff. Direct entry weapons is a favorite talking point of fake TIs. Gang stalking. What's called gang stalking? It's a secret program, persecution program. That targets individuals, so-called individuals, with covert abuse, covert psychological and physical trauma. And flying monkeys get repeatedly targeted with psychological warfare, so-called narcissistic abuse tactics is the big part of targeting. Directed conversation and this subtle psychological trauma, psychological warfare. And then there's physical trauma, food poisoning, chemicals. Du kan ta det physically. If you tar det då, det på tar det physically. Bara som basically tar det physically. Chemicals, attack with chemicals. Food poisoning. So on so forth. And a big part of how they keep this covered up and keep it waking up is having a lot of crazy talk and fake TIs online. So that people watch things like this, if they search Google gang stalking videos, they see a lot of crazy talk and fake TIs and disinfo. But targets are attacked with V2K machines being voices into your head or something like this. And that's intended to keep people from believing there's a program called gang stalking. There's more fake TIs out on that than humans. Most TIs choose to be anonymous because they're afraid of going public. It's very rare to have a real TI out Livestream. So most online TIs are fakes, and most real TIs have been deceived into believing this info is info. Maybe there's 1 in 1,000. I'd say 1 to 10 out of 1,000 fake TIs are real targets. And most people choose to remain anonymous have to be aware that if you start speaking out, then increase the likelihood that the program will want to underline it. Okay, and you might get harder target. You can expect to get harder target if you start speaking out to go public. If you're called a TI, meaning if you're helping them by talking about claiming that you target BTK machines and R&M and stuff, essentially it wouldn't have the much problem speaking out. If a TI is deceived into believing myths about the target, even brainwashed by looking at fake TIs. Now, remember, if you're a TI watching this, I'm not telling you that you should start speaking out. The average TI wouldn't be ready for a high level target. They're already reading from the different level. So, I wouldn't say if you're a TI watching this, like, you should stop speaking out and go public. First of all, a lot of TIs, the real TIs, will be doing more harm than good if they start speaking out, because they believe in at least one of these myths about the target. They've been brainwashed by the fake TI community to believe that they attack with direct energy weapons, satellites, and other space off by this. And you speaking out about gang stalking while believing myths that you're sharing about gang stalking. So most TIs are not ready to be part of resistance, to be part of exposing this to the public, because they don't know the truth. Secondly, if a TI is a quality TI, meaning that they're quality, like me or Chuck Langenberg, for example, I place orders sometimes, that makes it, they're going to target you harder. You can expect to get targeted harder. And if you're dangerous, you're effective in speaking out, they're more likely to try to underline it. Which means if you're a real TI, knowing the truth and you start speaking it, work to expose gangs to the public, you can expect that the target will increase, the wrap up the target. And you also increase the risk that they try to take you out. And for a lot of people, if they go and try to take you out, they'll succeed. Now it's up to you. Speaking out is dangerous. Not speaking out is also dangerous. And I decided to speak out because I can help myself. I said I need to come back. What I use for my washing machine are LED friendly dishwashing cabinet, fragrance free. people get recruited to be gang scientists, they're mental health cult members, basically. If you're Tom, you have to remember that. Look at them like what they are, mental health cult members. Normal, healthy, good people join a program and have a job that secretly harass and abuse people. Okay. So I do a combination of hand washing in the washing machine. Sometimes, yes, if only the part has some kind of dried in rice and stuff. So I use steel ball and a sponge to hand wash to get like major solids off, and then put it in the washing machine. And then dishwashing machine. There's some stuff I can do. This I was using this bobber knife as a training knife for my martial arts knife that I make long. It's been there. I can still wash it. So, if you're talking, remember that the people that are toilet this toilet, that the people are in the north, they know what they're doing, they're trying to abuse and also slowly abuse that instead, and by pushing others. They are mentally ill, delusional. And they have no right to do it. I'm reading truth that you can go through this gang stalking without being like broken down and becoming super weak and stuff. But I'm in better shape than the average man, 36 years old, and all better head development than physically. Despite this gang stalking program, and I also have autism. Okay, so like sensitivities to noises and lights. which means I get stressed from lights and noises. And then you have this point where the stress out and stuff. So there's hope if you thought video for improvement. Now I'm not going to give false hope. So it depends on where you're at right now and how much you're willing to how much you're willing to improve. I'm a Christian too, so I've had God on my side. Thanks to God, I'm able to survive this and not be as affected as I want. I don't know, I'm gonna finish up at 1 more point. I got 19% per return. Yeah, I gotta finish up.